Okay, hello and welcome to your last ELA class of the year of elementary school. So exciting. And we're going to do two things today. Number one is to file away your time capsule. So in an envelope, maybe the one that you made from the other day, which we did with origami, or maybe you just have an envelope lying around your house, either one. This is how you address an envelope. Okay, so this is typical anyway. So you'd leave this part for the stamp. I guess it'd be actually kind of cool if you got a stamp from the UAE, just so that you could see what it looks like. And then you'd have that. Maybe you're in the UAE in 6 years from now, maybe you're not. So this is the address of you. So you in grade 12. So you could put grade 12 graduate Daisy, whoever it happens to be. Street address, you could say your grade 12 school. City, question mark. State, question mark. Or I guess it would be province, country, question mark. Usually the country would go underneath here as well. And then you put the return address. So this is who it is sent by. So you would put your current address now. So for example, if I was mailing this to you, I would put Miss Shannon, Doha, Qatar, Almana Hotel, whatever. And then I would put to grade 6 or grade 12 students or grade 6 students here, okay? So I guess it's gonna be your name twice, but you could put grade 12 graduate, grade 6 graduate. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, so, and then I suggest that after that, you just put it into your envelope. Maybe if you wanted to, you could include a picture of yourself. That would be a nice thing that you might want to put in your time capsule. Or like a little note, like I guess like a little picture would be kind of cool, or like a little, I don't know, something that kind of fits. The other thing that'd be kind of cool to do is to say your height today, and yeah, that may be something also kind of neat to do, like how much have you grown by the time you get to grade 12. Maybe some people are kind of finished growing, who knows, we'll see. Probably not, though. I'm sure you guys all have a little bit more left to grow at least. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, the second thing we're going to do is a read aloud, and this is a very nice one today. Oh, that's not the one that I wanted to find. Okay, here it is, with pretty amazing lady named Michelle Obama. So we're gonna read an amazing book called Oh, the Places You'll Go.
Hi, I'm Michelle Obama. Welcome to Mondays with Me, a series of stories with PBS Kids and Penguin Random House. I'm delighted to share today's book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, by Dr. Seuss. This is a book about you and how you have the power to do and become anything you want, if only you keep trying. Let's begin. Congratulations! Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. And you are the guy who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town.
And that might happen. You don't want to be where you are and you go somewhere else. You can see that.
It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a pickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch.
Very true. Sometimes that happens.
You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump.
Like the dip.
And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind.
Sometimes the decision that you make is the hardest thing to do. Deciding which step
You
to
can
take.
get so confused that you'll start in to race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place. The waiting place. For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you.
Right.
Somehow
Gonna say.
you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing.
Yeah. Easy to wait around, but not really a very good use of
With
time.
banner flip-flapping once more, you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when you don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win, 'cause you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, through the hack and cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak.
Yeah, might not feel comfortable
On
along the
and
way.
on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are.
Right. He looks more content now.
You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mixed up your right foot from your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains.
All with that bit of effort, just facing your fears.
So, be your name Bucksbound, or Bixby, or Bray, or Mordecai Alley Van Alley O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So, get on your way.
Aw.
The end.
Thank you, Michelle
One of my
Obama.
favorite books. I read this book over and over to my girls when they were little.
Very nice. Thank you, Michelle Obama. You are amazing. Okay, there we go. So that is it. I'm curious if anyone has read that book before. It's a really nice one. It's a very popular book to read now, and maybe even at your grade 12 graduation when you're actually like stepping out into the world. So yeah, as you're stepping out into grade 7, you might also notice that maybe there's some paths that are like, you know, you're maybe tempted to go down or other people are going down, but you don't have to go down that path just because everyone's doing it. You might recognize that you don't really think that good about that path. Or maybe you start going down that path and you're like, oh, this isn't really for me. And that sometimes can happen too. If you start on something, maybe you like initially start on something, and then as long as if you want to change your mind and you don't want to be doing what you have previously said you're going to do, you don't have to feel like you have to carry through with something just because you promised it or because someone is telling you that you should. If you believe that that's not the right thing for you to do, because if you continue down that path, it's not going to lead you to the right places. As long as you're upfront and honest and sincere and clear with your communication, then you shouldn't need to continue going down that path. And you don't even need to give people an excuse as to why. You can just say, this doesn't feel right to me, and I'm not going to continue doing this. And then that's easier said than done, definitely. But still, yeah, like you don't need to feel like you have to like commit to a promise to somebody because they're expecting something of you, basically, is kind of like what I'm trying to say here. And yeah, at the same time, like even if there is a path that like seems a little bit scary, you're like, oh, I don't really know if how this one's gonna go out, but you know that if there's like maybe some hills and like some kind of difficult things along the way, you still want to go through that, then you're going to become stronger at the end of going through that. Especially if you can kind of like, yeah, do that, like picking yourself up and even like recognizing it's fine to go into those dips sometime, and then just like knowing how to crawl out and recognize that when you are crawling out, even if it is kind of like not the best place, then you're going to become stronger. You'll have developed more tools in your backpack that you can utilize in similar situations in the future that have like kind of the same, like kind of like a little bit of uncomfort to them. So yeah, go boldly in a direction that you believe and you feel is true to your heart. And if you feel like you need to make a change, don't feel like you need to do anything because someone tells you to do something. You do something because you know it's the right thing to do. Yeah, there's a nice little end message for ELA. And okay, see you soon for a little bit of science. And I look forward to the gem party. Please send me your trivia questions if you have not already.